Sky Squad, we are back in the building. I was feeling a little shady today, so I had to bring out the shady sunglasses. We got to talk about this Brandy Glanville and Andy Cohen scandal that rocked the internet yesterday. Then we're going to do a little bit of Hollywood talk, a little black Hollywood talk. Y'all mind if we do a little of that? I think we should. Okay, we're going to incorporate a little black Hollywood news section in the in what we do. Because sometimes reality TV it just be it'd be a little boring. So we're gonna incorporate some fun stuff, some stuff that I feel like resonates with me and will resonate with y'all. So if you happen to like this type of content, hit that like button, smash it, slap it, flip it, rub it down, whatever you got to do, okay, to support. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about the stories and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Okay, we get loose, we wild, and we free over here, and we have a good time. Okay, now let's get into the biz not E. First things first, Brandy. Oh Lord, Brandy has claimed she's got the ailments because she can't work. She can't do nothing. I'm like, girl, here's the thing. Okay, so they got the lawsuit. Carolyn Manzo got the lawsuit against, Bravo and the people because Brandy Glanville allegedly, touched and felt on her in ways that she didn't want. Okay. So Brandy now is claiming to be unable to work, and she is so depressed that she can barely do her podcast, allegedly. And she's got some kind of inflammation going on with the skin. I don't really know all the details about it. If you follow her online, you will definitely see all of the ailments and whatnot. I kind of felt like asking, where is your scooter? But I digress because I want the girl to do well. I really do. I don't like to see nobody down and out. But girl, I don't know if this is it. Okay. I don't know if what you're trying to do right now, if this is the way that you want to go. So, Brandy, in a new interview or exclusive, I think from The Sun, I think it was, she is exposing Andy Cohen's text messages, alleging he was pressuring her to sleep with Bravo employees. I'm going to read you the caption from our good friends over at TV Deets. Make sure you give TV Deets a like, share, and a follow. TV Deets is one of my favorite online sites for news and information specifically related to Bravo content, okay? So basically, in a new interview with The Sun, it says the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Ultimate Girls Trip star exposes Bravo boss in text messages, alleging he was trying to get her to hook up with other Bravo employees, including Southern Charm's Austin Kroll. I do not watch Southern Charm. Just to give you guys a little bit of FYI, I mean, I don't know if it resonates with my spirituals, but, I don't know. You guys may watch it. Tell me if you do. Let me know in the chat. Anyway, it says, as previously reported on TVDs.com, Brandy Glanville is embroiled in a legal situation with Bravo, NBC Universal, and Shed Media over other events filmed for the Morocco season of Ultimate Girls Trip, which we probably will never see now, and has threatened to sue Andy for sexual harassment, among other claims. Now, I'm like, okay, here's the thing. Either sue or don't sue. Okay, if the threat of the lawsuit has been ongoing for over a year, either you're going to sue or you're not. Let's get into the article. This is taken from The Sun. I'll put the link in the description for you. It says, at BravoCon, Andy texted me saying that he wanted me to hook up with his stage manager, and I almost felt like, do I have to do this? She tells The Sun. He was saying, I want you, my employee, to F another one of my employees. And then also, by the way, I think you should F Austin. He has eyes for you. Then she goes on to say, your boss should never talk to you that way. We are not friends. We do not hang out outside of work ever. And we were at a work event. I felt this tremendous amount of pressure to please him, but that was too far. I'm not going to go and sleep with someone. He literally thought I would do it. That's the disgusting part. And as my boss telling him I need to sleep with another employee that he employs, he's got problems. Okay. So then these are the text messages that are allegedly betwixt Brandy, and Andy Cohen. Okay. Now it says from Andy. By the way, next time I see you, I want to hear all the sex stuff you've heard about me. Okay. Now, given that they texting each other in this way, based on her response, haha, okay, it's sounding like it's a consensual banter to me. But y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Okay. And then again from Andrew Cohen, allegedly, it says, I remember Marco was giving you tea, but you know everybody, so I'm sure there is more. Then she goes on to say, I haven't really heard that much, honestly, other than Marco. That's it. So I'm assuming that maybe Marco is somebody that Andy has had relations with. And listen, to be honest with you, I don't really care. Based, you know, like this to me, if y'all having that type of conversation, you are willingly participating in this conversation, whether it's right or wrong. Now, in the corporate sense, would this be appropriate? It's probably not appropriate. But based on their relationship, it seems like this is a friendly relationship. Now, then we get into the technicality of whether or not he is her boss or not. That's an interesting question because he is an executive producer. So I guess there is a dynamic of power, right? So if this is a lesson for Andy to learn, it will probably be not to have this level of discourse with people that are in or under the productions that you work with. But I would wager to say that this type of conversation has happened more often than not with the two of them. Okay. I think that it is just now a problem for her, given that she cannot work. That's just the truth of the matter. Okay. Then it says from Andrew Cohen, kind of hoping you and my stage manager hooked up. Now, she says that he was encouraging her to do it. So the way she makes it seem like he was saying, I need you to go and bump and grind with my stage manager. Okay. And then she says, I think he wants you. And then he replies, this is all alleged. Let me put did I put the alleged badge up here? I can't even see. Hold on for a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's up here. It's up. We got it. We got it. We got it. So, and then he says, ha, 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 ha. And then they go on and he says, I was glad too. That was so dumb of her to say, given her situation. I don't know what this is about. This is a different day. Anyway, she says, exactly. I think she was trying to bait me. Then he says, allegedly, I really wanted you and Austin to get together. He has had his eyes on you. And then she says, he's already DM'd me like 4 times. Shep too, but Austin had the girl with him. I'm going to Charleston for sure. Smiley face. And I don't even like blondes. We need more male options. And okay, so let's get this right. Let's get this scraped. Okay. Now, this level of exposure based on what we have in the headlines, to me, listen, if you are having this conversation, okay, on the surface, in any other situation, let's say corporate America, is it appropriate if that's your boss? If you are, that is technically your boss. No. But it sounds to me like the conversation was definitely consensual. And what she has basically showed us, basically to me, shows that you were in agreement with having this level of discourse with him. Like this was something y'all did. It's actually giving proof to the fact that y'all have this relationship that you claim that you're not friends with him. It's given to me Sunny and Destiny. Like, oh, we weren't really friends, but y'all texting offline about these situations. For which you are trying to make it seem like this man is trying to pimp you out, but it seems like he's essentially trying to help you get it in a way that you already trying to get it in. That's just me. What do y'all think? Because I don't want to look at this situation with a lack of sympathy or a lack of empathy for what the girl is going through. I believe that she probably can't get no work with the TV people right now. Okay. But at the same time, it's like I told y'all this before. When you are rewarded for bad behavior on reality TV, it becomes a slippery slope because now you have got to continue to, they're using you for the bad behavior because they know that the bad behavior gets the stuff stirred up. But the problem with that is if you keep getting rewarded for bad behavior, you're going to have to keep topping your bad behavior. And eventually you are going to get so bad at your bad behavior that it's just going to turn really bad. Okay. And then there's not going to be a turning back for you. And at that point in time, all that bad behavior that you were rewarded for back in the day, okay, it's going to become null and void because nobody's going to want to have anything to do with you because you done went too far. And that's the thing. You don't know where to stop. That's just my thoughts. What y'all think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay. Can we talk about Monique and Lee Daniels? You know, I felt like for the longest time, we getting into our Black Hollywood news right now. Okay, we doing new segments up in here. Okay, so get over it now. Digest it for those of you who might not want it. Okay, take this medicine, take this NyQuil. Okay, so for the longest time, Monique, been ranting and raving. And I'm not saying that it was without cause or justification. And she had been going off about, needing an apology. And I believe it was T.S. Madison that was able to bridge the gap betwixt Lee Daniels and Monique. Now, I guess the world is still waiting to see whether or not Tyler Perry and Oprah will follow suit with Monique. But that's neither here nor there for me to discuss today because that's not what we're talking about. What we are talking about is that Lee says that in order to reconcile with Monique, he apologized for their precious feud. Quote, even if I didn't understand what I was apologizing for. So I really thought this was a good life lesson to talk about today. Okay, so basically, Lee is speaking on their reconciliation during the promo for their new film, The Deliverance. And of course, this was going to come up. And he says, wasn't that God working? First of all, part of me trying to find my higher power was also understanding what that meant, forgiveness. That meant apologizing, even if I didn't understand what I was apologizing for. I had to understand that she was hurt, that is my sister, and that I love her. That is what he told the Hollywood Reporter. Now, remember, Monique accused Lee of taking part in blackballing her in the industry after they worked on Precious. And he gave the Hollywood Reporter more insight into the conversation that he had with her. He says, and like, what is this about? You know what I mean? This is crazy. I love you. This is enough, he told her. So not only am I going to apologize, but I'm going to apologize publicly to you. And we're getting ready to work together. And then we're going to work together again. How about that? So a lot of the comments, really are focused on this idea of, if you're apologizing and you don't know what you're apologizing for, is it really sincere? That's the question that we're putting on the table right now. So Sky Squad family, I need y'all to chime in the chat right now before I give you my take on it. So is this a sincere apology? And so let me get into it, okay? I think that there are differing levels of sincerity, right? And what I mean by that is this. I think that he was sincere in the fact that he never wanted to see this woman hurt. I think that he was sincere in the fact that she has been going through and through and through and through and through and through and through. I think that he was sincere in wanting to reestablish their relationship and continue working together. I think that he was sincere in his actions in terms of taking the steps to apologize and also do it publicly. I think that he's sincere. Now, I think, does he have to understand everything that she experienced? And does he have to understand everything that he's apologizing for? Not quite. Okay, let's talk about it. Because for him, I would assume that what happens when you get older, particularly if you get married or just you live long enough in life, you have to understand that in every argument that you have with your spouse, your friends, or whatnot, you have to ask yourself at a certain point in time, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? And if you're in a situation where you would prefer happiness over righteousness or rightness, then you know that the apology oftentimes is more important than proving the point. Okay. Now, I haven't always known or understood why somebody was upset about something. Okay. A lot of times when I'm arguing, like if I find myself in an argument, which is rare, I do not always understand that person's position. Okay. What I do know is something I did that I don't understand hurt your feelings. So I will apologize for that action. Okay. I will apologize because you are hurt. I will apologize because it was not my intention. Okay. I will apologize because you perceived something that may not have been true. I don't have to stand in whether or not I was right or wrong in that situation. I don't have to stand in whether or not I thought at the time my actions were justified. I don't have to die on that hill. And so I think that that's where he is. Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Okay. That is really what it's going to boil down to in some instances in life. Okay. And you might not want to hear that, but that is the truth. Period. Dot. Okay. So it would be a different story if he didn't apologize publicly, if he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like if he didn't, it seemed to me like he was actively trying to make this situation right so that he could get back to work and doing what he does best with one of his good people, his good Judies. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I do understand what people are saying in the comments, and I do know or believe that Monique is sensitive enough that it could spark another fire. But at the end of the day, my belief is that this will be much ado about nothing, and they will continue to do the work. Because I think his heart was in the right place. And I think you sometimes have to look at the intent and not necessarily mince the words of what somebody said. Okay? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I want to talk to you about something else that I find disturbing, okay? And we're going to get into it. We're going to have a family discussion because whether we understand him or not, I feel like my brother is crying out for help, okay? And I feel like he's been crying out for help for a very long time. And so we're going to give it to him today. All right? We're going to give it to him today. So Tyrese is calling out his ex-wife, Samantha Lee, for not apologizing to him despite putting his feelings in his songs. Can't say you didn't know. I'm coming up on 4 years of posting and minting. Now, if you have been following Tyrese, to be honest with you, I don't know what he thinks that this woman did or what she did. And personally, I do not care. The problem that I have with Tyrese is I just have to ask, sir, are you okay? Okay? Like, and I don't mean that in a facetious way. I mean that in my brother, are you okay? Because I do feel like we get to a certain age in life and we are so talented. Tyrese is an actor. Tyrese continues to get roles. Listen, and I don't know how, because I would be like, I can't work with him. Mostly because if something go wrong, I would be afraid he gonna be running down to the internet to go off about it. And to me, it comes across a bit unstable. And I don't mean to say, I don't mean that in no judgmental way. I mean that in the most realistic of business type of way. So let's hear what he got to say.
And all these songs about how I feel and how I'm feeling about what I lived and experienced, because she left me out the blue. She can't say she don't know how I feel about it. Y'all seeing all the interviews. The only person that ain't called me to say I'm sorry. I guess all these feelings that you caused don't fucking matter. I'm not playing victim. I'm a grown man. I'll tell you what I said. I'll tell you what I did.
Okay, so it's this notion of not playing victim to me. Okay, because it's screaming, look at me, give me attention. Somebody tag her because she's not giving me what I want. So I'm coming to the internet to tell y'all about it. I have no problem with people utilizing social media in a way that, is reflective of their life. But I just feel like for somebody like Tyrese, I would rather he show us his lifestyle versus the angst, the emo angst over somebody that is gone. This relationship, it's over. That's an ex. You need to take this to therapy, sir, and not to the streets. I need you to face your problems and not Facebook your problems. Okay. Running down to the live, okay, and shout out to Live Bites in the Neighborhood Talk for the tea. But I need for you to go and settle that issue with your therapist, with a counselor, with the pastor, talk to God. You need to manifest somebody new, baby. You out here getting too many jobs and you are too talented to be running around screaming on the internet about somebody that left you 4 years ago. 4 years ago. We've got to move on. We have got to move on. There are billions of other women out there that would, I'm sure, be dying to cook for you and have your dinner ready when you get home at night. Okay, sir. So I need you to focus on your focus and get out of your feelings and into your bag, because I guarantee you, I don't believe this is paying you unless you want one of the platforms that's paying for this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, you are the Hollywood. Okay, you are the Black Hollywood. You need to no, we don't, at this age, we cannot be running down to the internet. I mean, unless you done posted this on YouTube and you can get paid for it, sir, because I can give you a strategy session real quick and we can make some money from you. You can get paid for this pain. Absolutely. Do all this screaming over on this platform versus just going live and walking around your backyard. Okay. Now, I be trying to tell y'all, everybody need to have a YouTube channel. That way you can vent and get paid. So anyway, that's our little Black Hollywood segment today. I just wanted to have a little fun and do something different because, like I said, sometimes ain't nothing going on in reality. Not enough for me to do a whole video on. It's little sprinkles of things here and there, but nothing that I feel like is like noteworthy. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna jump on this thing, I want it to mean something. So let's just go with that. With that being said, listen, y'all, the ebook and the day course, tap into it. Get your ebook done today. Generate some extra revenue today. If you are thinking about getting on YouTube and you want a consultation, click the link in the description down below. Shoot me an email at bookings@DJRichieSkye.com. Don't let this money get away from you, okay? Don't let this money get away from you. Like Miss T.S. Madison says, okay, run me those coins, okay? Run you those coins. And I'm trying to help you run into some coins. That's what I'm trying to help you do. So make sure you guys are following me on my personal YouTube channel, Richie Skye in real life. The link is in the description down below as well. With that being said, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button. And y'all, we are out of here.